to another episode, everyone. Skip Townson, he's an OG ex-gang member. I believe he used to be from 20s Bloods, and he has a lot to say, or he has some things to say about these internet beefs that's been going on. He spoke about this before some time ago, over a year or so ago, I believe, and in that episode, he alluded to the fact that someone is going to lose their life. He was at a cemetery doing that video and saying this internet beef is going to cost someone their life. He was talking to someone in particular, I believe. And I believe at that time he may be talking to someone in particular here as well. I'm not exactly sure, but let's see what the OG has to say about these internet beefs that's been going on, and you know how they should be resolved, and whether or not they should be resolved, and etc. Let's let him speak for a minute.
Good morning, y'all. I know my shirt look bad, man. Don't say nothing about my shirt. It's all about the message. Skip Townson. I normally charge $100. I'm gonna give y'all this for free. Hey, look, before I started doing intervention work, before I started even being on a podcast or filming stuff, Instagram, before all that, I had to make a change in my life. And the change I had to make in my life was the fact that I went into towing. I was a tow truck driver, right? And being a tow truck driver, as soon as I came out, I found out it was full of nothing but Crips. It was a couple dudes in there. One dude was a reputable blood. He was real quiet, like, though, you know, everybody loved and respected him. Another dude, he just straight simply turned his back on where he come from and all that. So when I started towing, I had to recognize, man, these dudes liked me until they found out my background, you know what I mean? So I had to make the change. I had to go through some shit, had to fight on the corner of King and Western, and motherfucker from 30s came up and said, man, it's my hood, nigga, Skip could be here. So I appreciate that. What's up, Bill? But I'm saying all that to say all these internet beefs right now, they're Crips and Bloods on the internet, and they beefing. Southsiders on the internet, and they beefing. Y'all beefing like y'all making a change, but y'all not making a change. The change ain't there. And I know because I had to make a change. So in order for me to be with both tables.
Well, I'm just gonna say real quick that it's not just the Crips and Bloods that are beefing over. It doesn't seem like well, the Crips and Bloods that may be beefing doesn't seem like they're beefing over being Crips and Bloods. Something else has come up on the internet over some content or whatever, and they end up getting into it. But it's a lot of different people getting into it on the internet right now, and it's not just position sets. It's like the Hoovers in the '60s or the Crips and the Bloods. Crips and Crips are getting into it on the internet over whatever, over content. It's just internet beefs, period, going on right now. Not necessarily internet gang beefs, just internet beefs, I would say.
And join American and Unity One, I knew that there was gonna be some Crips that maybe didn't like me and I didn't like, and I got ready for it. I said, man, they gonna call me out my name one day. And they never did, because I came at them real and they came at me real. So I think all these internet beefs, man, is dudes really not trying to change your life, but y'all trying to be famous on the internet. So y'all arguing with each other, y'all choking each other out, firing on each other. I seen that. I seen the other dude pull up. One dude just pulled up with 100 dudes behind him, gave a location and said, yeah, meet me here so we can get that head up fade. I don't never show up nowhere with 100 people to get a head up fade. If I show up with 5 people, best believe there's about 4 or 5 people you don't see that's down the street or hanging out the back of their van with the street sweeper or the chopper or something. So to have 100 people, man, it's like putting everything on the line, saying I'm here to bash your skull in or something, man. So I'm asking y'all, man,
I'm not exactly sure. Well, I don't want to say he's talking about Lucky, because he just mentioned the Southsiders as well, obviously. But I'm not sure what beefs the Southsiders may be having on the internet. Maybe he's just talking about the situation with Lucky, because he just said someone. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to just be putting people's name in it, but I'm just trying to decipher who we may be talking about here. And I don't recall anyone else pulling up with, I don't even think Lucky put up with 100 people, but I get what you get what he's saying or what I'm trying to say. I don't remember anyone else on the internet pulling up, to whatever, with a bunch of people saying pull up and get this head of fade. I know Lucky had pulled up with however many people at whatever event he was at. Him and Spody Face supposed to have his head of fade. And he was saying, yeah, you pull up here to get this fade. So that's why I'm assuming that that's what he's talking about, but I could be wrong because he didn't specify on that.
I'm not telling y'all shit. I'm asking y'all, man. If y'all want to make the change, and I made the change, I'm an example of change. And man, let that internet beef go. Stop beefing to be famous. Call somebody on the phone and say, hey, where you at, man? I'm going to come holler at you. Or, where you at? I'm going to tell you where I am. Come holler at me. Ain't no 5, 6, 7 people. Ain't none of that. Man, y'all work it out. And if y'all can't work it out and y'all gotta get down, shit, get down. But afterwards, it's over with. After that, the beef is gone. After you get down, that's it. But don't go on the internet and say, yeah, I whooped him, I choked him out. Another dude got footage on top of you. You know what I mean, man? Y'all let that go, man. Ain't no need to be famous. Man, let's really make a change because all y'all got kids and I got kids. The only way my kids gonna be safe is if y'all turn y'all life around and be safe. Protect your kids and I'm gonna protect mine. No more internet beef. South side, north side, Bloods or Crips. Man, let that shit be over with. Skip Townson. I normally charge $100. I need y'all to do that for me, for free.
All right. All right, OG. So that's what the OG had to say about the internet beefs going on. But again, it's not Crips and Bloods or North Daniels and Southsiders unless I'm missing something. I'm sure there's some, I don't know, everything or every beef that's going on the internet. There are 140 something, I believe, million YouTube channels. Literally. 140 something or 134 million or something like that. YouTube channels, bro. Believe it's 22 million YouTube channel or YouTube videos are loaded each day on YouTube. 22 million. So I don't know everything that's going on. But uh, for the most part, what I have seen going on, again, it's not necessarily gang. Of course, with these hood vlogs and all that, some of the stuff is gang related. Some of these beefs, people dissing people hoods on the internet, they going back and forth, they diss the hood back, whatever. But other than that, some of these beefs, a lot of them have nothing to do with gangs or what hood the individual is from. It's about some sort of content that was ran that someone takes umbrage to. They take umbrage to that content for whatever reason. They respond with some more content, addressing it or addressing that person or saying something that that person is going to take umbrage to. Then they are involved in a back and forth. But, not, oh, you from where? So I'm from over here. I don't see a lot of that going on. I'm sure some of that's going on, of course. Gang banging stuff is going on the internet now. But for the most part, these beefs, and the beefs are everywhere on YouTube. I've said before, I said the other day that I've seen beefs with these so-called, bigger YouTubers with millions of subscribers. They going at each other over one thing or another, bro. Everywhere. You know what I'm saying? All over. It's not just the gangs or the gang coaches or this sort of content where people are getting into it. It's just probably perhaps it's more that in this genre, the content, or the beefs can turn deadly because of the people that are involved, street dudes, gang bangers, etc. But beefs are all over the internet. I saw S Sniper Wolf beefing with a million people, and she's a famous YouTuber that does uh, reactions to TikTok videos. I mean, she has 35 million subscribers or something. People coming for her, they want her spot. I mean, this is just how it is, bro. So it's going to be beefs. You can try to avoid them, do the best you can, and just make sure that the beefs don't go too far, that they don't turn violent and someone loses their life or something like that over some internet beef. That's when it's a problem. Other than that, it's going to be hard to avoid them because when people are running content, someone's going to not like the content sometimes, and that's just going to be that, and there's going to be some back and forth. Somebody's not going to like the title, the thumbnail. Charleston White was saying he didn't like the thumbnails that Say Cheese was doing on him, and all that, and the titles. This Whack 100 and Hefe beef that just really kicked off or whatever. That's over a title that Aunt Hefe did. Not even necessarily over the video that he did, but the title of the video. It's like you're a content creator, you're just trying to do your stuff. You put a title together, and all hell breaks loose. This is just what it is, man, on this internet. So everybody has to be careful, including myself, of course. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. OG Skip Townson right there. Shout out to him, man. He's a community activist sort of thing now. And as he said, he's changed his life, and he's not just trying to do better. Apparently, he's doing a lot better. He's helping the youth and all of that sort of stuff in the community. So shout out to him. Stay safe and stay free, people.